So
Okay, I'm gonna
EGG,
rattle off
and I
a
hope you're
couple of
having a good day for
scenarios,
the
and I
Destiny
want you to
Weasel.
tell me if you think that somebody's consent was violated in them.
Okay,
Let's
go.
you're imagining someone in your head while you jerk off.
Okay.
Was anyone's consent violated?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a weird question.
So meaningfully violated, like in a way that you would
Well,
say is
here's the
probably like
issue: is that
morally wrong.
okay, yeah, because there's a lot of ways to violate consent. Like, I don't consent to you ever talking about me ever. But it's like, does that matter?
Yeah.
Okay, so how about like more broadly, like, is there an immoral violation of consent or something? Okay, I would say in that case, no.
Yeah, okay, so generally what like the aim of a bunch of these situations are going to be is it seems like there are some acts where we like loosely involve other people, but we don't feel like it's necessary to get their consent to involve them in that act. Let's say you're looking at someone's like public Facebook photo while you're jerking off.
God damn it, Lily, what are you here for this? That's probably not a meaningful violation of consent, no.
Okay, let's say you're in a Discord server and you're deafened and you're jerking off.
Probably not.
Okay, let's say you're in the Discord server but you're muted and you're listening to the conversation and jerking off.
Probably not.
Let's say you're in the Discord server and you're having the conversation with somebody else and you're jerking off but they have no idea.
Probably not.
Let's say you're posting candid photos of somebody on an anonymous forum where you know people will jerk off to them.
Probably.
Okay, what's the meaningful distinction there?
You're taking somebody's pictures and you're reposting them, which in and of itself is already a little bit hairy, and then now you're posting them in a place that's explicitly for like sexual consumption.
Okay, so if you were reposting them somewhere else just for fun with no sexual intention, or like
Could
without
still
any
be
assumed
wrong.
sexual intention.
Yeah, it could still be wrong, but it would be a lot different. The type of wrongness would be quite a bit different, I think.
Okay. I think every single thing after this is probably going to follow that same principle, except for there's a couple here. Let's say you're on a dinner date with somebody and you know how to hands-free ejaculate in your pants, and they have no idea that you're doing it, but you're doing that. Is that meaningfully violating someone's consent?
I don't think so.
Wow. I don't know the answer to like half of these, so
Okay, because you're not necessarily involving them in your sexual thing.
but what if like the part of your hands-free ejaculation has to do with like the stimulation from the conversation you're having with the other person?
No, I don't think so, because they don't have an awareness of it. It would be similar to you sitting in that Discord room listening to somebody talk or talking to somebody, right?
Okay, so then the next one is like you're on the dinner date and you're physically masturbating, but the person doesn't know that you're doing it. Like you're doing it under the table in like the most sly way imaginable.
I'd say you're probably, yeah, I think it's probably okay. It's weird, but I don't necessarily think you're violating a consent of a person, I think. I'm trying to think if there's some rule or principle that would make it wrong beyond the simple awareness of it. And I'm thinking, and I can't think of one.
So are there like other what would traditionally be viewed as like wrong, like I forget your stance on cheating. Do you think if the other person never figures out if there's actually something wrong with that or no?
Yeah, I guess so. That's kind of the question: is could you theoretically do? Well, because there are some things you could not get caught doing that we'd still consider probably violations. So, for instance, like peeping on somebody, like binoculars into somebody's window, probably not be good, right?
Yep.
Because somebody has a right to privacy. Do you have a right to a person sitting across from you to not be stealth masturbating? I don't know. I'm not sure. That's a really hard one.
Well, could you like, let's say you could steal something from somebody and you know for a fact that they would never know that it's gone?
No,
Is
that's
that
still
okay?
that's an easy wrong, because you shouldn't be stealing things from people, even if they're not aware that they're losing it, right? Stealing $1 from somebody is immoral, even if they don't know they're gonna miss it, right? But that's an easy one. You're taking something from somebody.
Well, I guess I'm finding it hard to draw the distinction there between like the you shouldn't do this thing as a principle, but it doesn't matter if the other person doesn't know it. Wouldn't that also apply to sex acts as well?
So,
What?
The weather's really nice.
Yeah, is it? Isn't that the whole point of living in California? Is that the weather's always nice?
What are you guys talking about?
You know, just going out
A
to
good
eat with
question.
friends and stuff.
What?
Going out to eat with... Let's say that you went out to dinner with somebody and you had a way to telepathically masturbate yourself in such a way that they could never know. Is that like a violation of their consent to do that? What do you think, Lily?
Bad.
True.
Don't answer wrong.
Okay, bye.
Okay.